Hey YouTube, Johnny Cobs coming at you. Just want you all to see this. It's just a beta test right now to see how this handles. This wire right here is not going to be the wire I'm going to be using. This is just wire for me to test it to make sure that it does work. Because if I pump 120 watts through this wire right here, I guarantee you it's going to get hot over time. It's just not going to handle it. But for testing 12 volt and 24 volt, it's not a problem. But when I bump in, all this voltage through it, it's just not gonna handle it. And look at the solder right there. The solder's coming loose on it. The solder's coming loose. But I want to show you these cobs. These cobs right here are very, 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 very beautiful cobs. They're an off-brand cob. They're quite large. They're 160 watts. Basically, these are a generic version of Cree's 3590s. They are 4000K. This one's 5000K. And they're bright. They're 3 amps max, 1500 sweet spot, and they're 50 volts, and they put out 13,000 lumens, boys. That's a lot of lumens right there. I go off of lumens due to the fact that I don't have a power meter, so it gives me an idea. But this is the way I do it. I do not use heat sinks from Northern Grow Lights, or the anodized heat sinks is what I'm saying. I can't afford to pay $20 a heat sink plus shipping on each heat sink. I can't do it. So I use these. These right here is a 65 watt passive heat sink, and they're freaking heavy as hell, nice and beefy, and they can handle, without a doubt, even with a little fan put on somewhere on here, it could handle, cool it much better, much more efficient. But I just want to show you, I wired this up in parallel. That's why there's not one wire going from here to there to the driver. It's actually parallel hooked up. Driver puts out 59 to 60 volts. It is a LED driver, mislabeled driver, so don't pay attention to the 2100 milliamps. It is a 120 watt, but it is a 700 milliamp driver, and no, the voltage is not 103 to 171. It is actually a 75 watt driver, or a 90 watt driver. I was told that it was a 120 watt driver at 700 milliamps, but I really do not think it is a 120 watt driver. If it was, I figure I would get more than just 60 volts out of it, because that's what my max voltage is reading, is 60 volts. So if anybody knows, let me know. But I want to show you hooking this up in parallel with a potentiometer hooked up to it, how it does and how bright it gets and so forth. See, there's the potentiometer dimmed down. I just want to show you guys. Blinds the camera, camera cannot adjust at all. I cannot see at all. The camera is completely done. Okay guys, there we go. So this is me putting a piece of wood in front of the cobs, just to show you how bright these are and how much light. I mean, look